Matsutake, or pine mushroom, is the common name for a highly sought mushroom that grows in Asia, Europe, and North America. It is prized in Japanese, Korean, and Chinese cuisine for its distinct, spicy, aromatic odor. Matsutake mushrooms grow under trees and are usually concealed under litter on the forest floor, forming a symbiotic relationship with roots of various tree species. Matsutakes grow in Canada, China, Estonia, Finland, Japan, Korea, Norway, the United States, Poland, and Sweden, among other countries. In Korea and Japan, Matsutake mushrooms are most commonly associated with Pinus densiflora, which is the Japanese red pine tree. For almost 40 years, my family has been collecting and buying pine mushrooms to ship to Japan. Today I thought I would give you guys a taste of what it's like.
You have to wake up early if you want to be first to the mushroom patch. Alright, now I feel a little more awake. Just waiting for the ride to head out to the mushroom patch. And reason why you want to head out early is because there will be other pickers out there today. And it's very secret where the good patches are. Where we're going to be picking mushrooms is really thick bear country. So I always need to have some kind of mode of defense with me, a big knife or some bear spray. Alright, we're heading into bear country. Pick some Matsutake mushrooms today. Like I said on Twitter and Facebook, if I become a bear's meal, it was my fault.
It'll never happen.
And I'm heading up with Grandpa Dean, who is the all-time champion of mushroom picking, the expert, local expert, legend. And Grandpa thinks we might be being followed here by pickers we're competing with, but see what happens. It's a good temperature out. You want it to be a bit cool because the warmer it gets, the more likely you're going to find mushrooms that the worms have gotten to. That's a big part of when you're grading the mushroom. You're feeling to make sure they're not inhabited by worms, and they get at the stem and sometimes can even move into the cap. So it's a nice cool temperature out. We're just above freezing, and it looks pretty moist out there too, but not too moist, kind of dry on the ground. But where we're going in today, it's really thick moss and thick brush, so it's going to be quite the challenge. Yeah, Grandpa says bear country, so I'm pretty sure. Are you going to be carrying the shotgun?
Yes, we got a Defender.
Yeah, Grandpa's got a shotgun Defender that
last resort.
Last resort. Never want to have to shoot anything, but you also don't want to get your face ripped off. So, and I'll be carrying some bear spray and a knife probably, and then we'll see what we find. I'm going to bring you guys through the process. It's a lot like treasure hunting, and it's exciting, so stay tuned. So Grandpa brought breakfast, which is raisin bread with butter, toasted raisin bread with butter, breakfast of champions. So if we get stranded out there, hopefully this will be enough to hold us over before we die of starvation. Now, we're not too far from society. I don't know if you'd call it society though. Country bumpkin, maybe. Anyways, we're almost there. There's a picture of me and my brothers. I am the most handsome one, of course.
Kind of tells you how old my truck is.
got a vehicle following us pretty close. So we're gonna try and lose them here. Let me turn the camera around. You guys can see what we're driving through. A little bit of okay, now as you can see, we are...
Grouse.
There goes a grouse.
Get him?
Yeah. We used to shoot grouse when we were young. You can eat them just like a turkey. They're kind of gamey though.
So I'm going to slow down now and just see if they catch me.
We're still on the run.
This is
Yeah. You definitely don't want to come in here with your Rolls Royce or your anything too fancy. It's very grown in. See a bit of the mountain over there. Yeah, you can hear the branches brushing up against the side of the truck. That was a big branch. Yeah, we are heading towards Bonanza. It's an old family secret.
No, we do four-wheel.
Grandpa's gonna put the old truck in four-wheel drive. And if you can see that hill coming up over there, I know I've climbed up that hill and picked mushrooms.
Well, we'll see. This road's pretty well.
Now we're starting to get bumpy. See, we're on a bit of an angle now. I'm used to this, but those of you who haven't been up a road like this might be interesting. Okay, now we're getting really thick in here. It's a good chance we might run into some hunters out here. It's always good to wear something not too camouflage, and you want to make some noise while you're out in the bush too, because you know, that helps keep the predators away. Some things that you could run into out here are cougars, black bears, brown bears, maybe a grizzly.
Oh no, mostly grizzly. There will be, yeah.
Mostly grizzly?
Yeah.
Yeah?
The
Okay.
reason for it is that redfish are down in the river down below us.
Right,
And they're here to feed up on them.
right. Yeah, the redfish. And those are kokanee, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Landlocked salmon.
Landlocked salmon, yeah. Yeah, now we got going over some mounds. It's pretty steep over the hill there, but we're gonna be down in it soon.
Getting into good mushroom country.
Good mushroom country, Grandpa says. Yeah, and there's lots of nice hemlock trees here. We'll find the odd cedar trees. Spruce, fir. Very thick, yeah, look at this. Get a few scratches, to say the least. You don't want to have your window rolled down or else you're going to get smacked in the face.
Yeah, that's happened.
Grandpa's having a peek at one of the banks here, just to see if we got any growth.
Yeah, we're gonna stop right here and have a little look.
And as you can see, this is not two-way road. All right, I'm up in the bush, and I just wanted to show you guys. Here's an old pine right here, sticking out of the ground. You guys can see it there. Get you a little closer. Yeah, that's an older guy. I think I'll leave it. It's got a nice stem on it, but it's got, this one's got, whoops, this one's got worms. So, but if you look around where they grow, you can usually find, oh, so right above here, right above, you can see where an animal has bitten the head right off of that one. Hope you guys can see that. I'll flip around. And this one's been chewed up by an animal. But if you look around it, you can usually find some more growing. All right, we're finding some here. Right here we got, that one's a bell right there. It's a bell mushroom. It's a little bit different. You don't want those. We don't eat those. And we'll show you what they're looking like when they're just popping. See down here there?
There's actually 4 mushrooms there. So I'll show you. You got it?
Yeah.
See, this is what you're after. This is the #1 grade.
Yeah, and look at them.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here.
Once Grandpa's pulling away a bit of the dirt and the moss, and you always want to put that back.
Yep.
And when you do pick them, you want to clean them as well. 2 fingers.
See?
Watch Grandpa.
Yeah. 1, 2.
Oh, they're beautiful.
3. Gotta be careful, you bust them off.
Yeah, you don't want to break those caps off.
4, 5. There's a half a dozen.
Look at that. There's another one in
7.
there.
This is actually getting to about the smallest you ever want to take.
Yeah, there is a little guy there.
We're going to leave.
You want to leave that one in there because it's still going to grow a bit more.
Then you backfill the area. And then, I don't know, are you running it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Full tutorial.
Okay. And then you clean them.
Yeah.
Use a sponge. Clean the button. That's about all you want to do.
Nice clean mushroom. Check it for worms.
Yep.
And put it in your net bag.
Yep.
And you can see Grandpa's got the Defender shotgun on his back. Last resort against something crazy like a bear.
Yeah, we're making enough noise.
Or a competitor mushroom picker.
We're going to do fine today.
Yeah. And here's an example of an older grade pine mushroom. It might be a bell. No, it's a pine. So see, they got that nice flat top. This one is a older grade. Not sure what the health of its stem is here. And yeah, isn't it beautiful? And I got some more buds growing around it, see? And we call that #1 grade buds because they have all their veil still attached. All right, so we've been in the bush for only about 20 minutes and I'm sweating my balls off. It's pretty steep up here. But looky. I found a couple really nice #1 grade. Let's see this one. This one's beautiful. Yeah, these, that's what you're looking for. Number 1 grade. All the veil underneath the cap is still intact and nice and solid, firm in the stem. There's no worms in there. And yeah, it's just a really nice, healthy mushroom. Why am I so obsessed with this? That's probably the question on everyone's mind. Hello, Mr. Squirrel. Doing your thing. Doesn't like to be filmed. Okay, so that is the haul after under an hour picking. We got some old growth. There's a number 5. That's what they look like when they get a little bit older. Spread out like that. Nice big cowboy hat on top. And we got some nice buds, number 1s in there. Nice, clean. Got to keep them clean. Grandpa definitely outpicked me on that one. All right, we hit our first patch there. I'm sweating hard. And yeah, Grandpa smelt a bear. So we're gonna move on. We've been making a lot of noise though. I even sang a little opera. We didn't see any signs of anyone else in here, so I think we're alone. Grandpa's just spreading some mushrooms out there for the squirrels. And some of the older wormy mushrooms, we'll throw them back in the bush so the squirrels can eat them and spread a little bit of spore on the ground. And yeah, almost time for a beer.
Okay. I'm definitely going to have to unload some.
Just taking a bit. All right, just in a quick patch here, we got one there. Look at that beautiful one sticking up right there. And we got some more over there. In a good patch. Wow, just beautiful. Comes out just perfect. Always remember, you got to put this moss back. It's much better for the ground. Oh, yes. And then look up there, if you can see, we got some more. That's what we call a hat trick. 3 pines all together. Woo! Okay, I'm definitely way heavier than I used to be. I'm about an hour into the bush and I got about, I'd say about 10, 15 pounds of number 1s here. So this is just nuts. This is, I've ran into some patches of like 10 and 12 mushrooms. So I'm about an hour away from the truck. So I've been making a lot of noises, grunts, opera, Chewbacca sounds. So hopefully that keeps the bears away. Look at the haul so far. The day's just getting started too. Whew. Got about 50 pounds already.
Oh yeah, easy 50.
Yeah. How old are you?
Me?
Yeah.
78.
78, still carrying 40 pounds of mushrooms out of the bush.
Oh yeah, it's a fever.
Yeah. All right, it's lunchtime. Tuna sandwiches made by Grandpa. The only thing you need out here. Look at that. Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
So Grandpa said to come up and take a look at what he found. Oh yeah. Oh, there's some beautiful mounds. Whew. Now this is Bonanza. Look up on the mound there. See how many you can spot. Whew.
18 of them.
About 18.
I just gotta tighten these up. That one's pretty tight. But start with, just show you take the picture.
Yeah, video.
Okay. Just start from there. There.
Oh God. Look at the color. They're
Look at these.
beautiful.
3 more. There's only
Yeah, look
one.
look on
These are doubles.
look on the mound here too. Oh,
Look at them.
oh, over here too.
Look at this.
In the side of the hill.
About 30.
Right here too.
Oh, this one's worm.
Look at this.
Worm that
And
one.
this is where, you know, to the untrained eye, you might miss this. Oh no, it's just a rotten, terrible, different kind of mushroom. Just when I was starting to act like I knew what I was doing.
Pick these up and we can get a photo.
Okay, I was really hoping that we came across some really old growth, number 5 grade pines, and here we go. Check out what the little buds can become. This is a big mother number 5 grade pine and a number 4 right beside it. I'm gonna pull this sucker out so you can see. What's that? Yeah, Matsutake. And look at this stem. Look at that. That is a massive mushroom. Show you beside my head. I think you can see. I can't see what you guys are seeing. Just an incredible mushroom. The number 5 is really healthy. Yeah. Yeah. It's just old. Should I bring it out or no? Yeah, I'll leave it. Wow. Okay, now we are in the real thick country here. You gotta step over logs. Try not to lose your picking partner. Grandpa Dean, we can see him through the brush there. Okay, I think I have the bud of the year here. Look at that. That is a number 1 grade bud. Oh, I think it's definitely over a pound. So, whew, that's gonna be worth a pretty penny. 2 heaped bags. I am dying out here. We haven't even scratched the surface of Bonanza. Whew. I am completely beat. I haven't been this tired in a long time. Whew. I love being out in the woods. It feels so nice out here. It's like total lack of noise, total mental relaxation. Whew. Getting a lot of white in my beard. I think that comes from living in the city. But also the kind of work I do. It can be stressful at times, but I love it. Grandpa saw a little patch that he couldn't pass up, even though we've filled up all the bags. He had to grab a few more. I think we picked about 9 baskets today, maybe 10 baskets of mushrooms, which is about, I know I'm interested to see how many pounds we have, but I mean the basket's got to be more than 10 pounds, so let's say 15 pounds per basket. That's a lot of weight to carry out of the bush. Oh. yeah, I really suggest getting out in the woods and doing something because it feels really good. I don't think I've worked this hard physically in a while. I spend a lot of time in the office, so I love doing stuff like this, and it makes me miss uh, living in a small town or living out in the sticks. Look at those mushrooms. We can't even take them out because our bags are too full. Ugh. Those are the 2 bags, my 2 last bags. We have, I think, 4 bags stored about, I would say about 300 yards from here that we got to pick up on our way out. So that's the thing about picking is you gotta be prepared to carry out what you pick. So yeah, that's the hard part at the end of the day. It's been a lot of fun. What else? What did I see? I saw some bear shit out here. I saw some elk shit. Lots of animal shit. You can probably hear all the squirrels out here. There's a ton of them. We heard a few distant voices. I think it might have been hunters or other pickers. We didn't run into them. But yeah, we could probably pick another 9 baskets out of this area, but that's enough for today. Grandpa's worked hard enough. So have I. And what else did we see? Oh, just take a look around. We're deep in the woods here. We are in the interior of British Columbia. Got lots of cedar, hemlock, fir trees, some pine, and what else can I ramble about? That's about it. My hands got nice and dirty today. Well, have you had it?
Yeah. Miller time.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, wow. Well, I think we're between 80 and 100 pounds today.
Yeah. Yep. About 100 pounds, yeah. Wow.
Oh, I'll huff and I'll puff. Oh, don't want to see any more right now.
Yeah.
These small cedars, this was standing just a while ago.
Yeah.
But a bear comes and scratches them.
Right.
And the reason for that is they trying to create ants.
Ants?
Yep, in the long term. And it's a food thing that they do. And they teach all their cubs and everything to do that. These are black bears.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. They'll start like that. And eventually the tree will die quicker. Yeah.
There you go. All right, I just came across a kill. Not sure what got it. Probably wolves.
Hey. My little defender. So to unload it, there's 5 in there in the tube.
Nice.
It's 12 gauge. And these are Magnum, 3-inch Magnum slugs. And I forget what they call the pellets, the big pellets.
Buckshot?
Yeah, it's a buckshot, but a 002 or something.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a Radio Shack beer. It's a cooler, actually.
Nice.
Works pretty good.
Yeah.
and then you can sling it on your back. There.
And after your successful mushroom hunt, you can take your mushrooms to your local mushroom station and sell them. But make sure you keep some for yourself to eat.
This time, just to touch the water and swing through the trees. Home is at memory away.
There is the entire haul, 145 pounds of mushrooms. 73 pounds of number 1 grade buds. Woohoo!